Welcome in all my friends. Lazy Retired Granny here. It is, drop my pen. It is still Thursday, October 12th, 2023. The time is 11:07 a.m. I just finished my housework. Yeah. I did get the floors mopped. I'm having my last cup of coffee. Alright, I think what I'm going to do, the U. I think I can do that. Okay. 17 is P. I am one out. Took me longer than I thought it would. But I got her done. All I have left to do, which I don't do until I'm ready to take the garbage can out to the curb, is poop or scoop. And I have some throw rugs that I knitted that I thought, these really need to be washed up. So they're in the washing machine. Those will be nice and fresh again. It's 62 degrees out right now, but it's really pleasant. I got the door open and it's cloudy, so the sun, it looks nice out there, but the sun, I mean, isn't shining bright. But yeah, not supposed to rain today. I don't think it's supposed to rain for quite a few days, until next week, I think. So, but it will be cloudy, so more than likely we won't be able to see the ring of fire. So I was listening to some of my records while I was doing my housework. It always keeps me occupied and going. I try to, it's a little game I play. So like, I try to get on one side of the album, okay, by the time it's done with that first side, I should have this done. And then I turn the record over, and it's like, okay, second side, I should have this done. Anything to make it a little bit more fun than it is to house clean. Ugh. I made it through without my knee bothering me. Which reminds me, I gotta take a gander at where I got my little immunization. See what it looks like. Yeah, it's all red and swollen, as usual. Generally, it'll be like that way for about a week. Doesn't really hurt. But usually that's the only what do they call it? The only reaction that I have. I'm going to assume they gave me the senior booster. If they didn't ask me, I wonder if it says on the paperwork they gave me. Let me go get it. Okay, let's see if it says. Oh yeah, it is. For people over 65. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I got a double whammy this time. I think it's a double dose. I would think if I was going to have a reaction, I would have had it by now. With all the scare tactics they give you. So I'm going to wait a couple weeks and then I will go get my COVID booster. Is that all the peas? Okay. Oh, my washing machine just shut off, so put you on pause and I'll go throw those in the dryer quick. Okay, am I back in town? Yep. Okay, so I finished the peas. So now it looks like, I think I'll do the O's. Get away from the lettering. Looks like all the O's are here. Oh, one up there. Oh, is that a P there? Can't tell. Yes, I don't know if I'll finish this today. Probably tomorrow. We'll see what the day brings. So, I was checking on my orders because I have one coming from Temu. I have no idea when it's supposed to arrive. I think it said between, I don't know, anytime between now and next week. But I don't know where it's at. It didn't tell me. There's no update. And then my Craftably order was updated, and now it will not be here till Sunday. So it's gone from Texas to Arizona to Utah. I don't know where it's going next. I guess it has a bunch of layovers. I don't know, maybe they're driving it rather than flying it. And they're taking in the scenic routes. Okay. Those look like D's to me in that green. Yeah. What color is D? 12. Now we're back to that brown. So it's going to be the same as, I guess, in there. Alright, let's see what happens. Actually, what are V's? 18. They're light colored. So that... I just saw some P's I missed. Oh well. We'll get them later. So yeah, once the dryer's done, then I'm all done, except for going out and doing my pooper scooping. Excuse me. Take some coffee. We've had a couple leaves fall in the yard. I do not have any trees near me. That's on my part. It's all everybody else's tree leaves fall. Did I tell you Kermit the Frog was out this morning? He scared me. I didn't know he was out, and I'm sitting in my chair. Luckily, Ellie was out in the yard. Otherwise, she would have been on that. But all of a sudden, hop, 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 hop. I guess he was rushing home. It was hilarious. I don't know where Freddie was at. I haven't seen Freddie for a couple days. I haven't seen either one of them for a couple days. But it was definitely Kermit out this morning, because Kermit is the dark colored one. And Freddy is the lighter. He's almost a grayish color. Not gray, but hard to describe. But he's lighter. And then I put fresh sugar water out for the hummingbirds, so they've been visiting. I get quite a few hummingbirds during the winter time. So I always make sure that I got fresh sugar water out there for them. I have a pretty big hummingbird feeder, which is probably overkill, but these look like the female hummingbirds, actually. The male ones, oh my gosh, they are beautiful. We mostly have, well, the only ones I have seen are the emerald colored ones. And boy, when the sun comes down on them, oh, they're like ABs. They're beautiful. So I think what I want to do today is I'm going to knit on that project that I've been working on forever. It's just another little throw rug I want for the bathroom. Nothing fancy. But I have a skein of yarn, and when it's gone, the rug's finished. And it was huge. It was a huge, 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 huge skein of yarn. So it'll be a good sized rug. I like to just have those cotton ones because they're easy to take care of, because you just throw them in the washing machine, throw them in the dryer, and voila, they're clean. Ooh, I think I'm going to run out. Oh no, I got another bag of these. That's right. I was going to say, I think I'm going to run out of these, but I got another package of them. Yeah, I like to just do simple projects. I don't make sweaters and gloves and mittens, and I'm not any good at making hats. I have made them, but it is not something I enjoy doing. Even though they're simple projects, I just do not like using the DPNs. Oh my gosh, I am not coordinated to have all those needles, because you got 4 of them you're working with, And no. I like to make shawls, and I've made several throw blankets that I have on the couch. I would like to make another one of those. But with the heavy weighted yarn, they're simple to make too. Ellie likes my knitted blankets. When I make the blankets, because they're big enough, she'll lay beside me and I'll throw the blanket over while I'm knitting. When I'm knitting, she likes to put her head in my lap. I don't know, I think she likes that yarn on her. In the winter time, that is. Not in the summertime, though. There's a lot of bees. And I'm a single placer, so it takes me longer. But that's okay. I am not a rushed diamond painter. I'm slow. Yeah, I think today I am finally going to make that broccoli beef with rice for dinner. I want to check that out and see if I like it. But that sounds good today. Because if I like it, then I am going to buy some more. Because that's an easy dinner. And I love rice. I especially like rice. Well, I kind of eat it unhealthy, but I like rice with some butter and a little bit of salt and pepper, not a whole lot. I am not a big salt eater. However, I think think I eat a lot of stuff that has salt added. So I don't need to eat any more. I also like to make, when I was in grade school, for hot lunch, they used to make hamburger gravy and then put it over either potatoes, mashed potatoes, or rice. I absolutely love hamburger gravy. I've never forgotten that because we didn't have it when I was growing up. That wasn't something that was part of our dinner. My goodness gracious, where is that? There it is. I gotta open up my bag. 18B. There was quite a few things when I was growing up. Hot lunches were different than they are now. They made them there in the kitchen, so they didn't make them somewhere in and truck them in. So there was food that we didn't have at home that I got for hot lunch. Yeah, I really liked. You know, one thing I do not remember having growing up is pizza. I don't remember having it for hot lunch at school. I don't remember having it at home, which I'm sure pizza's been around for a long time. And I do know that we had a pizza parlor, but I actually do not remember. The first recollection that I have of that pizza parlor, excuse me, was actually, I was probably in high school. But we, growing up, of course, fast food was not as big a thing as what it is now, but I do remember, I don't know if maybe it was like on pay date when my dad got paid or whatever, but he would stop and he would either get Chinese food, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and if he was feeling really nostalgic, he would bring home hamburgers. That was always my favorite. I do love Chinese food though. My stepmom's mom, she had a pacemaker and she was always in and out of the hospital. And when she was in the hospital, of course, my stepmom was always up at the hospital with her. And that was always an exciting time because we got a lot of fast food then. And then when she got out of the hospital, she would come and stay with us because my stepmom didn't work, and so she would take care of her. Until she could go back home again. Now, my stepmom's mom, she came over from Russia, and sometimes it was kind of hard to understand her, because of course Russian was her primary language, but she did speak English. And she was your typical Russian lady. She was very, very short and stocky. And of course, she was, I don't know any of the history when they came over or anything. And my stepmom was the last of the kids born, and her mom had her when she was 49, and then her dad died when she was 18, when my stepmom was 18. And they lived in this older home, you know, with acreage and a barn, and apparently at one time they must have had crops or animals or something, because they had this big, big barn. But I think when the grandpa, you know, my stepmom's dad died, I think they did away with all that, and they had really cool stuff out in the barn. I do remember that, going out to the barn, and yeah. Anyway, my stepmom's mom, which, you know, she was my grandma. I called her grandma. She always grew all of her own fruits and vegetables. She had a big garden. She'd can everything, and she never owned a TV. She had a radio. And yeah, she never watched TV unless she was at our house. And I don't know how much of it she really understood, because on the radio she would listen to Russian religious church stuff. She's very, very religious. And she never drove a car. And she would, when she moved from the farm to a really small house, it was near a nursing home. So every day she would walk to the nursing home, and she would help feed the patients and do Bible studies with them. Yeah, she did that until she died. But yeah, her last time in the hospital, she says, I'm ready to go home. And then she died. Yeah, I wish I would have known a little bit more of her life. It would have been interesting, you know, coming over from Russia. And they lived in North Dakota for a while. I do know that. And then I don't know, I came to Oregon. I can't remember if my stepmom was born in North Dakota. It seems like she was. Because she used to tell about the storms that they had there. But I think she was pretty little when they moved to Oregon. And then all the kids basically, you know, live in Oregon. One moved to Arizona, I think, Nevada. Oh my goodness, 36 minutes again. I don't know much about my dad's side of the family or my mom's side of the family. Well, okay. So, got a lot of these done. Still got a lot more to go, that's for sure. I think this is going to be okay so far. And I got to tackle this at the very end. Okay, I'm going to let you go. I might come back later. You never know what I'm going to do. Thanks for stopping by.